Okay, so today's recovery session is going to focus on predominantly the lower body, so calves, quads, a little bit of hammies, and then into the glutes as well. So perfect if you're looking out to go for a run or something today, just to get everything loosened up and feeling right. So let's start. What we do is we start from the bottom and work our way up, okay? So nice and simple to start with, just get those ankles moving. And then back the other way. Try and don't hold on to anything when you're doing this. And then switch. And then back the other way. Okay, then we're going to go up against the wall. We're going to do some ankle rocks. So you're going to place your foot about 3 to 6 inches away from the wall, and you're going to keep the foot flat, but push the knee to touch the wall. Really get those ankles loosened up. Okay, from there we're just going to a nice calf stretch. So take that leg that you're stretching out right to the back, straighten that leg, squeeze your quad, your thigh on that side tight, and then just push into the wall. We're just going to hold that stretch, taking some nice deep breaths. We're going to keep that leg straight, really feel the stretch in that muscle belly of the calf. Nice deep breaths as you push into the wall, driving that heel down. Okay, then we're going to stretch the other way. So, put yourself kneeling down, just straighten your feet out to the backs of the feet and just sit back. Now, some people go to this really comfortably, and some people find this a bit more of a stretch. So just take your time and just sit there. Take some nice deep breaths again. Just let everything relax and stretch out. Okay, so put yourself sat down with your legs out straight. What we're going to do now is we're going to focus on pulling the toes back up towards us and then straighten them out. Just get yourself nice and comfortable. So pull them back and straighten out. Just really trying to feel these muscles on the fronts of your shins, working a little bit, but also feeling that stretch on the back of the calves. And what you can do is just reach forward and just try and pull those toes back towards you a little bit. Feeling that stretch. You can activate, pull those toes back a bit more, keep pulling. And relax. So, calves and ankles should be feeling quite nice and loose now. We're going to move up into the hamstrings a little bit. So, start off with a bit more of a dynamic stretch. So, one leg at a time, lifting it up straight, feeling that stretch on the back of the hamstring here. And then grab behind if you can, bend it, and just straighten it. Not going too crazy, just moving it forward and back a little bit. And then we'll switch. We're going to repeat on the other side. And then again, just kicking that leg. While we're here, we're just going to get the hips loosened up. So just cross the foot over and just gently push that knee away and bring it back to the middle. And then switch sides. Okay, once we do that, we're going to do slightly more dynamic stretch for the hamstrings. So take the feet nice and wide, and we're just going to sweep from one side to the other. Just waking everything up. And we're going to transition from there into that Cossack squat, working on the adductors a little bit more, but also waking up those quads a little bit as well. And then we're just going to pivot down into a lunge position, feeling that stretch here if you want to, adding that extra reach, but keeping the core engaged and squeezing the glute. So we're going to try and sync these up into a little bit of a flow pattern, just so we're not just doing one thing then the next thing, because once you stretch this hip flexor out, we're going to come back into this position, back just into a nice relaxed swing, loosening everything up. Then a few more Cossacks. And then pivot into your opposite lunge position. One last time. Sweep in. Feeling those hamstrings, calves maybe a little bit stretching out into our Cossacks. Just trying to sink that a little bit lower if you can. And then just to finish, a nice straight stretch, straight down the middle. Okay, so bring yourself around into your press-up position. We're going to push our hips up, and then from there, we're just going to walk the heels into the floor, just feeling those calves stretch out a little bit more. Hopefully they're a little bit more pliable after the stretch we did at the start. Keep walking those feet in, and then back out again, and just lift the hips, drop them down a little bit. And just really warm up all of those muscles. From there, we're going to bring the foot up to the side and just try and sink down into that stretch before switching down into that stretch. And then what we can do, you're going to kneel in position, you're going to cross one foot over the other and then push back into that hip. So if you've crossed your left foot over, you're pushing back into the left hand side. And then cross the other one over. Keep pushing back. Okay, so moving up into the hips now. So we've already started doing a little bit of mobilisation for them. We're just going to do really nice stretch where we hug that knee to the opposite shoulder. Sit as tall as you can and just take some nice deep breaths. Just take some deep breaths and relax. Keep pulling that knee up. And then switch over. Keep that chest nice and proud, really feel that stretch through your hip. Okay, right, so you need a little bit of space for this next one. You're going to have hands on a wall, and you're just going to let that foot swing across, letting it kick out to the side. And then switch sides. Just make sure you don't kick anything. And then you go into a nice quad stretch. Pull that heel up to your bum. Keep the knees together. Core engaged. Don't let the pelvis tip forward. And switch sides. Check everything out. So, Just take a few nice squats and just have a feel of how everything is. Your ankles, calves, knees, quads, whatever it is, you know, what do you feel like's restricting you a little bit? So just have a little play with the squat. It's a really good movement just to test how everything's feeling. So definitely my quad's feeling a bit tight. So I'm just going to finish off with a little bit of the quad stretch again. If you felt like you were feeling that a bit more in your calves or hamstrings, just pick one of the exercises we've done. You felt best targeted that area for you. And just spend a little minute now while we finish up, just addressing that area. Good stuff. Right, well, I hope you enjoyed that one. My legs are definitely feeling a little bit more loose than they were before. So just take your time with that stretching. Take some time just to focus on those areas that you're struggling with a little bit as well, and try and tailor what you're doing to your body, and you'll get a much better result. So thanks for joining. We'll see you again soon.